gorgeous souls, I'm Alyonna Angelica bringing you messages of light. Welcome to this speaker card reading. Whenever you come across this video, the messages are for you. It has come to you in divine timing. Today I will be using the cards from the Lightworker Oracle by Alana Fairchild. I will channel some of the messages and read the messages from the guidebook as well. So now let's look at some of the cards for your group selection. Now there are three cards on the screen before you, divided to group 1 on the left, group 2 in the middle, and group 3 on the right. Pick the card that's calling out to you. Perhaps it's the image or the color or the number, whichever one that's calling out to you, whichever one that you are drawn to the most, that is your chosen group. Then you can click on the timestamp that will be posted in the description section down below. Click on more to open the description box, okay? There you will find the timestamps for your chosen groups. Click on the number highlighted in blue and the video will jump right to your reading. It's okay if you are feeling drawn to more than one group. You may have messages in more than one group. Hi Group 1, welcome to your reading. So Group 1, your card is the third ray of creative intelligence. So as you can see, we have number 3 here. So March will be an important time for you. It will bring significant changes in your life. So whenever that you're watching this, that upcoming March would be the important March for you, okay? So for those who are watching this now, we are currently in the beginning of March, so this month is important for you. It's going to bring you significant life changes. So some of you may be already experiencing this energy. There is an energy of rebirthing happening for you. Many of you will leave the void now. You will leave the void that you have been stuck in for so long, and you will come back to life. It's like you will start living and feeling alive again. It's time for you to reclaim your energy, and this ray comes to you, supporting you so that you can take back your power. Now the third ray of intelligence is a blessing from Archangel Chamuel. He blesses you with the power of this ray so that you may take back your power, as I said earlier, and to also open your heart so that you may live your wildest dreams, so that you may reclaim any lost dreams. If you have shut a part of yourself long time ago, it's time for you to awaken to that part of yourself again. If you had any dreams that was shut off when you were a child, it's time to awaken those dreams so that you can live it. Your solar plexus and heart chakra is going to experience a healing. Your heart chakra is going to burst open now because you have followed the guidance of this ray to take a leap of faith, to change your energy, to burst the bubble, the wheel or the cage or whatever that you want to call it, because I just feel like you are sitting in this energy and you are just stuck in there. You've just been going round and round and round, repeating the same energy. It's like repetitive energy, okay? Now you are coming out of this energy, and this is beautiful. If you look at the image on this card as well, if you look at it, it's like, her soul is free and the butterflies are flying, and it's like you're shedding old skin, right? So I see it's like your skin is there, but you are, transforming, evolving into this brand new person, feeling fresh. It's like your light has come back to you, where you are flying again, right? You've taken back your power. I know I'm saying it over and over again, but I just can't help feeling the energy. It's like you gave away your power for so long, you lost a huge part of yourself, and now you're like, it's back, and I'm back, baby, I'm back. That's what I'm hearing for you. So now this third ray of intelligence, it brings other gifts as well, okay? Not only will it give you ideas, but it will also support you and give you help so that you can bring those ideas to life or to implement any plans that you receive. So it's not going to just give you ideas and say, hey, I've got this idea, now you work out how to do it. It's like this ray helps you from the start to the end, okay? This is your best assistant here, your most favorite assistant that you have ever hired in your life, right? So they're going to give you the ideas, give you some plans, and then they're going to help you implement the plans. If there's something that you want to do, they will find the means to help you do it, because this needs to be done. All right, so You're being asked, Group 1, to release any doubts that you may have. You need to trust that the ideas and plans that you're having at this time are divinely sent. Okay? And the universe is divinely orchestrating events all around you. And I'm hearing destiny. And I'm hearing a chain of events. So you know something's going to happen now that is going to just guide one thing to another, like a domino effect. And it's going to bring some significant change into your life. So perhaps you're being guided to attend an event where when you go there, you will meet your future significant other, or maybe you will meet someone really important who can help you with your business, because there's a lot of business and material and financial energy attached to this card as well, okay, to the third ray of intelligence. So maybe for some of you, you are being given the means to start a business that will eventually kick off and give you the financial freedom that you have always wanted. So whatever it is that you're feeling called to, it is part of your divine destiny, okay, Group 1? Now, if you're receiving an idea or having a plan to do something at this time, you need to take one step at a time. All right, you might be feeling afraid because you're like, I don't know how this is going to work out. I can't see how I'm going to grow beyond this, or I can't see how this is going to happen, or how am I going to get the means to do this, right? They're telling you to take one step at a time. It's like when you're driving at night and you can only see a short distance because your car light only shines to a certain distance, but every time you go a little bit further, you see a little bit more of the road, right? So that's kind of what it's like here. So one step at a time. Allow Archangel Samuel to come in and help you find patience, persistence, trust, and a sense of humor that will help you stick to the process of creation, okay? Remember that you do not have to do it all at once. Like I said, take one step at a time and you will know what to do next as the road begins to unfold. So just go with it, all right? And be open to redirections. Keep an open mind. This is really important because you need to be open to evolving. As you get a plan to do something, sometimes you will be redirected to do something else. Trust in the redirections. Okay, now Group 1, some of you will be awakening to gifts and talents from this lifetime and also other lifetimes, okay, other lifetimes that may have been cast aside. So perhaps your spiritual gifts were shut down by your family, perhaps a special talent or a hobby was cast aside so that you can fulfill your responsibility at a certain time, or maybe you closed your heart to new connections as someone that you loved hurt you before. Some of you, maybe you couldn't find success in the past due to poverty mindset, or even poverty energy from past lives. I know I had that before. I used to carry poverty energy from past lives where everything I did was like service to humanity. But now I'm in a position where service to humanity doesn't work unless I can feed myself and my child. So I have to ensure that I got rid of poverty mindset so that I can have the best life. And when I have the best life, I can help more people, right? So this is something that you have to work on, okay? Now, I sense that some of you are in the spiritual line, Group 1. So a lot of you could be light workers. I just heard a ding, so that could be a confirmation there. A lot of you are light workers here. And it's like you find it hard to market yourself and share your talents with the world in a soulful or respectful way. Maybe it's either you feel it's too egoistic, or you feel afraid to charge, you feel, or maybe someone has made you feel like, oh, you shouldn't charge, this is a gift from God. You know what? All talents, everything that you get pulled to, you have to study it. It doesn't just come and you just master it. It takes years of practice. Even if you are born a psychic, it is practicing, allowing that gift to develop. So you should be compensated for it, right? Don't feel bad about things like that, and don't let anyone tell you that, whatever that you would think is worth an exchange is not correct. Because there will be a lot of people will tell you, oh, that's too low, oh, that's too high. But you know what? You do what is right for you, because only you know how much energy that you are using and the level of mastery that you carry in your line of work. Okay, so let go of that fear-based energy where you think that by sharing about yourself it's ego, or stuff like that. Yes, of course, there's some people who tap into full ego. It's like they start sharing their work and then they market themselves as, I am ascended master, born again, things like that. Yes, you don't want to let our ego get in the way, but you can respect yourself and respect your gifts to share who you are without letting ego take over. Okay, now this is interesting because I'm hearing cars. So maybe someone who has a hobby of restoring cars, or maybe even collecting cars or something like that, but you couldn't go after your dreams due to some other commitments. And I'm also hearing airlines. So maybe some of you want to travel, become a travel blogger, or maybe simply you want to chase your dreams to work in the aviation industry, or maybe you just want to simply fly a plane. So now the path is clear for you to do so. And so to have all these experiences, you have to allow, yourself to have it, right? If you keep restricting yourself, then you're not going to have it. So if you're having this idea or a sudden passion or pull to do something, even if it's a dream that left you long time ago, if it's coming back now, it is something that you have to experience. It is something that your soul signed up to experience. So instead of letting the universe come in during the eclipse to redirect you and cause that whole um, tumbling of your tower just to redirect you, why not you yourself trust that flow, trust that this is a feeling coming up for a reason, and you trust yourself enough to go after it, to follow through with it. Okay, now the path is clear for you to do so and to have all these experiences. So maybe it will become your hobby, or maybe you will turn your interest into a business, which a lot of you will be called to do. Okay, because there's something about financial success here. There's a powerful talent within you, group one, and many of you will become masters or even teachers in anything you put your energy to. Now, the third ray of intelligence is going to clear the path for you to step into your power. Okay, I'm saying it over and over again because I want it to really penetrate into your energy, because this is happening. Okay, it's time for you to receive financial success, abundance, material success. It's time for you to embrace your 5D consciousness while living your best life within the 3D matrix. Okay, you need to release and let go of this guilt and embrace all that life has to offer. It's time for you to have the best human experience ever, group one. Okay, now I'm going to do an invocation. This is from the book itself, from the Lightworker Oracle book, and this is by Alyonna Fairchild. Okay, so the invocation, you can repeat after me or simply feel the energy of the invocation as I read out the invocation. I now accept of my own free will the blessing and grace of the third ray of intelligence. I thank the universe for all assistance in turning my spiritual aspirations into successful, practical, real-world manifestations of light, grace, love, and empowerment. I gratefully receive the unconditionally loving intervention of Archangel Chamuel to recover and express all talents and abilities meant to help me fulfill my mission. Thank you, universe. Thank you for helping me to manifest my divine dreams. I ask that in unconditional love, this ray be made available to all who can benefit from it, according to divine wisdom, mercy, and compassion for the greatest good. Hi, Group 2, welcome. Group 2, your card is number 17, the Family of Light. I see, Group 2, that not only are you spiritual people, but you are also very, very powerful. I see that you have been through a lot, so much of darkness, so much of pain. But, Group 2, in your darkness, you found your strength, you found your true light. And for some time now, you have been mastering your light, transforming over and over again, shedding layers and layers of conditioning, rising above the darkness, rising above the bullshit, if I can say that. You have been becoming a master healer. Not only are you a master healer because you've healed yourself, but you can now actually heal other people as well because you have formed this new connection to the universe. It's like your connection to the universe, it's on a whole new level. You are powerful, powerful souls, and you continue to become more powerful each time you shed. And this is just something that you will continue doing throughout your life. Okay, Group 2, I see that you have experienced a number of rebirths in your life, but this time you are rising above it all and you are rewriting your story. You're taking back your power. You are rewriting what you want your life to be like. You are recreating your reality based on who you are at this very moment, who you have become. In the past, you would transform, but then you would continue living the story that was written for you. But right now, you are writing your story, and your story changes now as you step into a new identity. You're balancing both the inner and outer worlds. And as your energy changes now, you are meeting new soul families here on earth. And you're connecting to new light guides in the cosmic realms as well. And a new you brings new tribes. Okay, so you're connecting to new people. Your energy, your light, is going to help so many people, Group 2. You have mastered love and light, and now you will help not only raise the frequency of our planet or our timeline or the timelines that you are in, but you are also going to help other people feel unconditional love. And like I said earlier, most of you here are healers, the seers, the oracles, the earth angels, the mystics, the high priests, the high priestesses. Some of you will go on to becoming masters, prophets, or even saints in this lifetime, okay? Powerful, powerful souls, Group 2. Now, for this life purpose to be anchored, issues in your biological family may have kept you from bonding with them in a typical way. Some of you may have chosen to do this as a Lightworker challenge, like I mentioned in the Lightworker video that I posted on Patreon. If you're there, you would have seen that video. I spoke about the Lightworker journey and why some of us, the Lightworkers, choose to be born into very difficult families. Okay, it's like this challenge within Lightworkers. But some of you chose these dynamics to allow you to move on and seek family in expansive ways, to remain open as you search for love rather than feeling satisfied by your own immediate tribe, and then you end up becoming closed to those outside of it. Okay, so for some of you, perhaps you were the odd one out in your family, the one whom no one really understood, the black sheep apparently, or the one that was always different, maybe. Some of you felt loved, but you couldn't live with the way that your family seemed to be happy living in. Maybe some of you lost family members through divorce, disease, depression, or death, or through addiction or emotional immaturity that left you feeling disconnected from the key family members. Now, if your father figure was absent, while you must do the emotional healing work to process that pain, understand the purpose of that absence for your own spiritual connection to remain intact, pure, and powerful. Now, if your mother figure was absent, you are advised to do the emotional work to process that pain, understand the purpose of that absence. And this is for you to look beyond your immediate family to find your place and find yourself belonging to and being devoted to the entire human race. Now, the pain was part of how you remain unconditioned by the more typical family bonds. While these bonds are necessary for many souls to experience their life lessons, the difficulty that you may have experienced regarding them help push you to become a child of love. You are the pure child of love. You are the pure definition, the walking embodiment of love. You have had to seek family in expensive ways because you had to remain open to finding your tribe. Now, you can come through your own experience, not as a victim of circumstances, but as an empowered soul. Process this, heal, forgive, and step into the spiritual blessing gained through your relations with your biological family. Although you were not meant to belong in a traditional way to your family of origin, you shall not be denied the love that you need. Okay, group 2? You are here to help build a human family joined by more than blood or legal union. You will find your soul sisters, your soul brothers. You will find mothers and fathers in the universe, not just within the 3D vessels or the souls that are in the 3D vessels, but you will also find mothers and fathers in the universe, in the earth, Mother Ocean, Mother Moon, Father Sun, Father Sky. You will connect to nature through the mother and father aspects. And when I say Mother Ocean, it's not just Mother Ocean. There is the father element of the ocean too. So perhaps you want to connect to the masculine side of the ocean, Father Ocean, instead of the mother. I say mother because I always connect to the mother's energy of the ocean. Now, it will not just be you loving the world, but the world loving you as well. Okay, group 2, the power of your heart to give and receive love shall not be wasted. A lot of you will feel pulled to group 3 as well, because I feel like you have messages there in group 3. Okay, now it's time to gently undo the patterns of attempting to fit in. Instead, trust that you are exactly as you are meant to be, group 2. When you do this, your magnetism will draw love and friendships from those who vibrate at a similar level of consciousness to you. It's time for you to leave past hurts and rejection behind. You no longer need them now. You no longer need them to grow. Be brave. Pray to connect to your family of light, not only in spirit but also here on earth. Let them in. Know that you belong here in spirit and in body, to be loved, to be held, to be touched, to be listened to, and to be accepted just as you are. Okay, group 2? I'm now going to read an invocation from the Lightworker Oracle book by Alyonna Fairchild. Feel free to simply listen and take in the energy into your heart, or feel free to repeat after me. I choose of my own free will to receive all assistance from unconditional love, so I can peacefully process any unresolved hurt, rejection, abandonment, judgment, or betrayal. I have learned how to love more unconditionally through my experiences. I have learned that love allows all beings to freely choose how they wish to live. I wish to live with openness, love, and connection in spirit and in the flesh, with those who can accept my love and love me too. Through divine grace, I ask for assistance in attracting my soul tribe and family of light, heavenly and human, that I may experience belonging and conscious community, sharing my light and love with others. Through unconditional love, may all beings feel the blessings of true family, of deep divine love. So be it. Hi, Group 3, welcome. Group 3, your card is the Heart Transmission. Group 3, I see that you have come into a new understanding of love. You're opening your energy to welcome unconditional love. Now, I see that this has been a struggle for you because in the past, you have always felt this need to give and give and give instead of receiving, because you were always conditioned to feel like in order to not be abandoned, in order to be accepted, you need to constantly give a part of yourself, give a part of your energy. You have had to give to keep anything or anyone in your life, and many of you lived by the idea of sacrifice, from making sacrifices to please the gods, to sacrificing your own happiness, or even to please other people, or to fit in with other people. You always felt this need to sacrifice. It's like in order to have something, you must suffer. Okay, and I see this changing now. You're letting go of this old energy. Group 3, you need to see what a beautiful and lovable soul that you are. You see that now, and you know that you are a magnet for love. You can now receive any love or anything at all from the universe without guilt, and the universe will continue giving it to you because you are expecting this. You expect love. That is a divine right for everyone. Love and respect. I see that coming to you. Anything that you ask will be given to you because you have learned to open your heart to receive without guilt. And if you haven't reached this stage yet, you will soon enough. If you're getting this message, it means that it is time for you to now tap into this energy, and you will be tapping into this energy soon. Okay? Group 3, you also have a new understanding of life, and you have found peace with your decisions as well as other people's choices in life. You understand that you are not responsible for other people's journey or karma, and you can only send love and find peace within yourself. And you trust that everyone knows what they are doing when it comes to their choices because they have chosen this path for themselves. I'll give you an example. For me, with my child, I look at my child and I feel so sad. I feel helpless, like I need to help him more because of the family dynamics, with the divorce and things like that. But then I have to come into this realization and acceptance that my son's soul chose to come into this family, chose to have these experiences, to learn through these experiences, through difficult family experiences. And I have to respect his choices and not try to step in and change his story. Allow him to experience what he came into experience, and all I can do is to be there to hold him when he needs me, when he falls, for me to advise, but be there to support him through everything that he's going through. And I need to know that he is strong enough to go through whatever that he's experiencing at this time. We need to see the power and strength within others as well, and you are now beginning to see that in other people. Okay, now group 3, your heart is capable not only of giving and receiving love, but of connecting you to a great network of beings that resonates in the highest frequency of divine love. You are connected to beings through your heart, to beings of light, to the angels of light through your heart. And through your heart, you can receive information and guidance from networks of light that fill our universe. As you learn to open your heart to receiving these transmissions, your ability to work with a large group of consciousness or a smaller group of consciousness for some of you in a loving way will increase. You will affect humanity in a loving way, influencing the collective rather than allowing the lower frequencies of the collective to drown or overwhelm you, to pull you down. You can transcend these lower energies because you have come into this high energy and you are open. You're working from your light. You're not working from ego and pride. And now group 3, you need to know that one of your main purpose here is to plant seeds of love and higher consciousness in many people, which is why by now you may have noticed that you move around quite a bit. Some of you could be the oracles, the one that bring the messages down to earth. But whatever that you are, your main purpose here will require you to move quite a lot. So you may notice that you have been changing schools quite a lot, you move homes quite a lot, moving jobs, or finding different interests, having different hobbies so that you can connect to new groups of people. You understand now, group 3, that some connections come in for a reason, some come in for a season, and some come in for a lifetime. There is a beautiful poem out there on YouTube. A lot of people have remade that poem over and over again. Go look for it, okay? A reason, a season, or a lifetime. It's a beautiful poem explaining why some people come in for a reason and why some people come in just for a season, and some are meant to stay in your life forever. Okay, so when it's time to move on, you must trust your heart and the universe, and you must flow. You connect to the energy of water, and you must be able to flow with the water. Now, using your heart, you will know if you belong to a particular group, whether it's friends, family, your classmates, projects, right? When you're working on projects with a group of people, work environments, or maybe even the spiritual groups that you belong to. You will know if your energy is needed there or not. A lot of you may be questioning, yourself at this point. Do I still belong here? I feel like I don't fit in. I can't fit in with a lot of people. I feel the need to move somewhere else. You feel like your energy doesn't belong in a particular place anymore, and this call or this pull to go somewhere else, that is because your energy is needed elsewhere. Okay, some of you may have resonated with group 2 as well. I feel like a lot of you need feel this need to guide your family spiritually. It's like you awaken and you want to pull everyone around you up with you, because when you go up the ladder, you take everyone with you. So the main people around you would be your immediate family, and you feel this need to guide them, to help them awaken, to see what you see. However, you may notice that your wisdom and light may not be welcome there within your family. Okay, and that's just how it is sometimes with your own family. Not everyone is meant to serve in all places that you fit in. I'll try to find this image that I have of orange fitting in with a bunch of garlic. Just because it's the same shape and size, it doesn't mean that you fit in there, and I think that's just so beautiful and so powerful. If I find it, I will attach it to this video. But anyway, again, your light may not be welcome everywhere that you go. Okay, not everyone is meant to serve in all places that you fit in. So perhaps, say, with your family, they can benefit from your energy as a mother, a daughter, son, father, wife, husband, daughter, a son-in-law, or even an ex-wife or an ex-husband. They can benefit you being in that role more than you being their spiritual mentor. Okay, a lot of times it's hard for family to trust another family member that has just suddenly awakened, because they cannot disconnect from who you are growing up. They've seen you as someone else, but through your journey you have shed your old self, you have come into this rebirthing of your energy, you have rise like the phoenix, but they can't see all that. They can only see you as who you were before. Especially parents, it's hard for parents to see their child awaken spiritually into something else. They will still connect you to who they knew growing up, okay, they knew you as when you were growing up. So let go of this idea of trying to change your family. Okay, let your family go through what they need to go through. You can be there for them, like I said, mother, father, wife, daughter, but you don't need to try to be their mentor. Okay, let go of that energy. Now, trust that by being in your role as a family member, you are subconsciously planting seeds that need to be planted. Your light, love, and devotion to your role will plant these seeds for you. You don't have to say anything or do anything in spiritual for them. Okay, but it's also important for you to find the right group. All right, because like I said, you don't belong everywhere that you fit in. Right, sometimes your energy is needed in a certain place, and once your service is done, the universe creates attention so that you may now move on from this person, place, or situation. Other times, some people may want to feed off you, but not to learn to do it for themselves. So as a healer, perhaps you may want to help them with their problems, so you wish to give them answers to their problems, but they may not be willing to develop the trust, courage, or confidence and empowerment that is required to take responsibility for their own relationship to the universe, for their own life, for the outcome of their life, which is needed so that they can grow in soul wisdom throughout their life, through their life experiences, right? Or for them to make the right choices, difficult choices to improve their life. You can only be there and give someone so much, but at a certain point, You need to know that you have to let go. For example, if you have a friend and you are constantly there helping your friend, giving them advice, but you must come to this acceptance that at a certain point you see that your friend is not going to make the changes that they need to, that they are not ready to make the changes, and you must pull your energy away and allow them to experience the journey that they signed up for, and for them to have their learning and lessons in their own time. Okay, so that's really, really hard when you have this energy where you want to save people, but sometimes we can't. We have to just take a step back. Okay, so your heart may guide you to withdraw your light or your services from such people, because deep down you know that you love them and you want them to grow. So don't feel guilty about taking back that energy. Okay, you don't have to sacrifice yourself, lower your vibration to be around people that are not willing to grow with you or not willing to take the responsibility for their own life. Okay, there's only so much that you can do before you need to pull away. So don't feel guilty about pulling away. Okay, now your heart will guide you to operate differently with different people. You may be guided to explore hobbies or interests that lead you to the next group that your presence can assist. Your heart will also guide you when it's time to move on. The transmission of the heart gives a truthful assessment of the interaction of your frequency with the frequency of a group. Is it mutually raised? Then this is a spiritually constructive connection. But if it's diminishing, then it will not be helpful. So the heart empowers you to know when to work with others, for how long, and in what way. You need to trust it and stop feeling guilty and feeling the need to sacrifice yourself for other people. Okay, now the more that you do, the more groups which can bring great benefit to you and to the planets can enter into your world. All right, now I'm going to read an invocation from the Lightworker Oracle by Alyonna Fairchild. Feel free to simply listen and take the energy into your heart, or feel free to repeat after me. I give gratitude now for the heart transmission that guides me through universal love into group consciousness that can best serve the greatest good and my own divine destiny. I ask for protection, insight, clear knowing, and clear feeling to guide me through the many groups that I will love and work with spiritually in this lifetime. May all my group involvements be constructive and loving. May love, light, and power increase in me unconditionally. Loving ones help all group endeavors attain spiritual success through my own free will and divine love. So be it. So be it. So be it.